Okay, now this one here can't adhere to the y equals mx plus b mold entirely because, well, I guess we could. We don't have an x here, so that means our slope, our m, is equal to 0, which means our rise over our run is 0. So we go up 0 and over however many, but we still have our y-intercept because there's no x next to it. That's how you differentiate. Okay, so we're going to go down 2, 1, 2, put a dot. Then we're going to go up 0 and over however many we want, put as many dots or whatever along this line. It's essentially a horizontal line, but watch out, it's a dotted line. So a dotted line that goes along here. Okay, now again, this is extremely difficult if you're trying to do the right-left thing. Y is greater than means up. If you try to do to the right, there's no right, there's only above and below. So hopefully this would prompt you to think about the fact that, oh yeah, it's y is greater than. Y is less than or equal to positive 3, 1, 2, 3. We put a dot there. It's another horizontal line. Or equal to means you're going to connect the dots. And this one says less than, so we're shading down. So the whole zone in between is the shaded region. And the question of negative 1 comma 6, back 1 up 6, that's out yonder there. The answer is no, it's not in the shaded region if I were to ask that question. And you know, we're going to do 3 quick ones here. This one here is kind of the counter punch to the one we just did. Instead of having no visible slope, yeah, we don't have a visible y-intercept. So technically we could say it's a plus 0 for both of them. We need to remind ourselves this is a 1 over 1. So both of them are going to have a y-intercept of 0. This one has a slope of 1, up 1 over 1, and you can kind of, you know, it's going to go through the corners with a dotted line because no line underneath it. And it says y is less than, so we'll ultimately shade down. This one here, same y-intercept because it didn't have a plus or minus anything, but the slope, and don't freak out because you got a fraction, a slope is a fraction. Even if it's not, we make it a fraction. So this is, we should be able to handle this. This is an up 2 and over 5. Up 2 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've run out of real estate already, so I can go down 1 and back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. That one is also a dotted line because there's no line underneath, so I'm dotting it along there. And it says y is greater than, so this one I'm shading above. So technically above here, but not because it also needs to be below this one. But over here, I do want to be below that line and above this line, so there's a small region available here. Question is 4, 4 negative 2, is that a solution? Over 4 and down 2, absolutely not. It's in the middle of no man's land there, so it's not in the shaded region. The last one I want to do is similar to number 3. Let's start this one here. Y is greater than 1. Well, we already did a y and a 1. That's a dotted line, horizontal. Greater than means up. Okay, what we haven't seen yet, at least on this video, is an x is equal to or whatever. If y is a horizontal line that crosses the y-axis at 1, x is a vertical line that crosses the x-axis at negative 1. So if I go back 1 and I go vertical, it's a solid line. I'm just going to go straight through there. This is not a function, but it is an equation that we need to be able to graph. Okay, greater than, this is the only one where you can say left and right, but again, it's the only one that says x is equal to. So we're going to go to the right of that one. We shade that zone there. Is 0, 0 a solution? It's not in the shaded region, so no.